is News 3 Now at 6.
Thank you for joining us at this time. Next week, Dane County restaurants will be allowed to seat up to 75% capacity thanks to the new order that starts Wednesday. Right now, it's only 50%.
The change might make you seriously consider going out to dinner.
But your favorite restaurant still might not have room for you. Jamie Perez shows us why.
We may be ready to go out to eat again, but the restaurants aren't as prepared.
Even though the capacity may have risen, the big limiting factor for restaurants is going to be what their facility holds.
The Wisconsin Restaurant Association knows that just because public health says restaurants can open at 75% doesn't mean all restaurants will be able to. According to the co-owner of Lucille and Merchant, most won't.
As long as we maintain those social distancing, and 75% will not do anything for us as well in terms of opening up occupancy. That's true with every restaurant that I know of.
Josh Berkson said his restaurants still haven't opened beyond 25% capacity because he doesn't have the space for it. Salvatore's Tomato Pies is in the same boat.
Every time there's a new order, people just assume that we're able to accommodate that stuff, and we'll do the best that we can because we certainly want to see as many people as we can, but we're going to end up in that situation where we're going to have to probably turn some people away.
Restaurant owners agree that until the 6-foot rule goes away, no public health order will really make a difference for them. Restaurants are also still having a tough time finding people to hire to accommodate more customers.
It's a call we get daily from restaurateurs. Do you have any suggestions where I can find staff?
A number of factors play into why it's so difficult for many restaurants to find people to hire. Mark Lapierre, who owns Clocked, works to help restaurants fill their openings.
Employers especially need to act quickly to get candidates, and they also need to pay a living wage as well in order to attract candidates and keep employees.
He said on average it takes about 30 to 45 days to get people hired. With restaurants expecting more customers as early as next week, many won't be able to meet the demands until they can manage. They're asking all of you to be patient with them.
We're all in the industry doing the best that we can to accommodate as many people as we can.
For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
Nearly 40,000 Wisconsinites received a COVID-19 vaccine in the past 24 hours as almost 800 new cases were reported, which is below the 7-day average. Right now, 1 in 3 Wisconsinites have completed the vaccine series. That's over 1.96 million residents, and over 43% of the state's population has received at least one shot. In Dane County, nearly 45% of the county's population has completed their vaccine, and almost 2/3 of the residents have received at least one shot. County health officials say more than half of every eligible age group in the county, including 16 and 17-year-olds, have received at least one dose of the vaccine. Dane County is the first county in the state to reach that milestone.
And right now, there's a chance for more Dane County residents to be vaccinated. The Goodman Center teaming up with the African American Health Network and holding a vaccine clinic at the center on Wabisa Street there. They're distributing the Pfizer vaccine until 7 tonight.
So we want to be able to actually be providers of color that are actually able to vaccinate folks and allay their fears.
Goodman Center will be holding 2 additional vaccine clinics next month. The first one will be on Wednesday, May 12th, 5 until 7 p.m. The other Saturday, May 15th. That'll be 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. To register for a vaccine appointment, just call the Goodman Center, that number there at the bottom of your screen.
While COVID cases are stable in Wisconsin but are increasing in other parts of the Midwest, that's why local respiratory therapists from Unity Point Health Meritor in Madison are at hospitals in Peoria, Illinois to help with the influx of patients.
I'm doing everything that I can to help them, and unfortunately, they're not progressing in a positive way. They're going to have no quality of life if we do continue their care. It's hard. It's definitely hard. It's challenging.
Hillary Ziegler has been traveling back and forth from Madison to Illinois on her days off for the past 3 weeks. Okay. She's been helping provide treatments and equipment for people struggling to breathe. Patients have told Ziegler that they have had the opportunity to get the vaccine and have not, and now they wish they did. Right now, they're helping care for about 130 people hospitalized in the Peoria area, where 23 people died of COVID in the last week.
A dry and sunny start to the weekend, but could we see some rain before the weekend's over? Let's check your certified most accurate forecast meteorologist, Austin Kopnitsky. Austin?
You know, I do think we do have a chance to see some rainfall by the end of this weekend, but it's really going to hold off for quite some time. So we have another dry end of the day today, another dry day for tomorrow as well. I don't think we're going to see as much sunshine tomorrow as what we saw today, but we're still going to see quite a bit of it overall. Now, those temperatures are still in the upper 50s and lower 60s. It still feels great to actually spend some time outdoors. Temperatures tonight are really only going to fall back down to the middle 40s, so it's not going to get too cold. And then tomorrow, we warm things up quite a bit. The 80s actually do return for tomorrow. Our Doppler track also showing some incoming cloud cover, but we are going to stay dry here for tonight. Wind speeds also looking really good, just around 5 miles per hour. But tomorrow, that's going to look a lot different. This is going to bounce up to around 15 to even 25 miles per hour at times. So get ready for a very windy Monday coming up, or rather Saturday coming up. Highs around 80 degrees thanks to that very strong breeze. And then we're going to see a chance for some thunderstorms, especially late in the day on Sunday, most likely overnight Sunday night and early Monday morning as well. And then mild conditions afterwards. We're going to stay in the 60s for quite some time. But what about those rain chances for the weekend? When to expect them? I'll have an update in just a bit.
Austin, thank you. Reports and rumors are continuing to circulate as the future of Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay is still unknown.
And right now, there's still more questions than answers. Our sports director, Zach Hanley, is keeping up with the latest developments. So, Zach, what do we know about the MVP's future as a Packer?
Well, the only thing we know for sure, it's day 2 of the Rodgers watch, and number 12 has been radio silent. But he does have 2 options to get out of Green Bay, get traded or retire, and the latter is going to cost him a lot of money. If he retires, Rodgers will owe the franchise $11.5 million for this season and $11.5 million for next season. Packers general manager Brian Gutekunst not planning for either of those outcomes.
He's our quarterback. He's our leader. We've been working through this for a little while now, and I just think it may take some time, but he's the guy that kind of makes this thing go, and I do think he'll play for us again. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna work towards that, and we've been working towards that on a number of different fronts. The value that he has to our football team is really immeasurable.
Gutekunst did call the report that the Packers told Rodgers they're going to trade him completely false. And as for Rodgers, he'll be at the Kentucky Derby tomorrow, where all eyes are going to be on him and those horses.
All right, Zach, thank you. Second round of the draft just got underway at the top of the hour. The Packers, they do have 9 picks left in the final 2 days of the draft, including the 62nd overall pick here in the second round. 92nd pick tonight in the third round. Again, both rounds 2 and 3 will happen tonight. About 21 states keep a database on how many times officers use deadly or severe force with the public.
Wisconsin's progress on that has been slow, as investigative reporter Naomi Coles explains.
The state used federal funding to start that collection now more than a year ago, but at the time only a handful of agencies opted in. So I got their use of force data, which is supposed to track every time police kill, hurt, or shoot at a person. 22 agencies reported 28 incidents since they started collecting, but the list is far from complete. Most notably, they're missing Jacob Blake's shooting. The DOJ says that's because they're still working to get agencies in compliance with the new standard. In total, there's 9 force-related and 4 arrest-related deaths here last year, but an independent tracker finds 19 police deaths in Wisconsin in 2020. Now, there's a lot of types of force that aren't included in that standard that a new task force recommendation actually wants the state to start collecting as well. But for that, the DOJ tells me that they need a lot more money.
Naomi, thank you. Now, if you're looking for a new pet, now might be a good time to consider adoption. The Humane Society of Southern Wisconsin and Janesville will be offering reduced adoption fees for animals from Wednesday through Sunday. Cats and dogs will be available to adopt for just $25 each. A normal fee could be as much as $200. This is thanks to the Bissell Pet Foundation, which sponsors pet adoptions at 200 shelters across 26 states during its Empty the Shelters event. The Humane Society will start scheduling appointments on Monday. Ahead at 6, why lawns in Verona may soon be looking a little different. And it's Arbor Day, how volunteers are doing their part to celebrate the holiday at Devil's Lake. That's ahead at 6. And after a hiatus last season, the Madison Mallards are back. What the fan experience will be like this season, that's tonight. Join us for News 3 Now at 10.
Lowest price
prices of the season sale at Ashley Home Store is here. Our hottest new looks are all on sale. Spring doorbusters are up to 60% off. Plus, take a bonus 10% off our furniture sale prices at checkout and no interest financing for 3 years. Ashley Home Store.
For over 25 years, Fry Construction has provided excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by so many of your neighbors and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. In honor of our 25 years, we're offering 25% off gutters or insulation with any full roof project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
Power Centers of Madison. Visit powercentersofmadison.com. Get the lowest prices of the season on appliances now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save as much as 40% off clearance and special buy appliances. Plus no interest financing for a year and delivery within 5 days. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
After years of storms destroying and diseases infecting trees at Devil's Lake State Park, volunteers are doing something about it.
On this Arbor Day, photojournalist Lance Hyde shows us how a partnership is regenerating shade for decades to come.
We're planting trees here at the Quartzsite Campground.
You can get a big one, huh, Sawyer? There you go. Perfect.
The Quartzsite Campground used to be a golf course. And so it's really, really open. It was forested a long time ago, and then they cut down all the trees to make the golf course.
6 inches and a little wider.
So this campground specifically at Devil's Lake doesn't really have a lot of tree coverage. And a lot of the tree coverage has been hurt by storm damage and by disease over the last 5 to 10 years.
We are digging a hole to plant a new tree. I don't think I've ever planted a tree before.
I've done it twice, though.
Laszlo's done it twice. For me, it's important to give back to Devil's Lake in particular because I spend a lot of time here. I just wanted to come and help out. What do you think, Laz? Are we close? Or wider?
We're planting all native species here, and we've got, I think, maybe 12 to 15 different species of trees.
Think we're ready for a tree?
So that if one kind of disease comes through, it won't wipe out all of them, but just maybe a couple.
Yes! What kind of tree is it?
Trees are great for almost everything on the planet.
Here, let's see if it's deep enough, buddy.
Trees are great for humans. Trees are great for animals.
You're not laying in the dirt.
No.
So I know. You're working.
Trees produce the oxygen we breathe.
Yeah.
So we feel like planting trees is like kind of a no-brainer. Like it's a win-win for everyone involved.
Grass will be starting to grow a little longer in Verona in order to help protect pollinators. Starting tomorrow, Verona residents will not be required to mow their lawns for the entire month of May. Earlier this week, the Verona Common Council unanimously voted on the resolution, which suspends enforcement on length of lawns and grasses until June 1st.
The leaf litter that's left over in the fall, that if people leave that and don't, when you mow over it, you end up turning that into mulch. If they leave that for a while, it actually gives pollinators, bees and other pollinators, an environment that they can safely emerge, kind of get their start, and then get on their way.
The council says you can still mow your lawn for the month of May if you wish.
Well, April's been pretty dry. We're seeing less than half the amount of rain we usually do for the month. So what does it mean for farmers as they head into planting season? We'll let you know the lasting impacts the dry weather could have. That's ahead at 6. And how long will these dry conditions last? Meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky will have your certified most accurate forecast. That's just ahead at 6. Stay with us.
tonight on CBS. It's a full night of action and drama, starting with MacGyver at 7. Then it's Magnum P.I. at 8, followed by Blue Bloods at 9. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
We're in, we're out, we're back on the road. Let's go. Here we go. Pick them up, put them down. Get on in there, get a snack, go to the bathroom. Everybody goes to the bathroom. Just make sure the cat goes to the bathroom. We are not stopping anywhere else. The youth will go to the bathroom. Wait, who's that guy? When did we pick him up? All right.
Tackle your toughest outdoor tasks with help from Menards. We have the outdoor power equipment you need. Get extreme cleaning power with Generac Electric Start Pressure Washer and save 11% on all Generac outdoor power equipment. Keep your tools protected with Suncast storage sheds. The Tremont storage shed is made of durable, low-maintenance resin. Save 11% on all Suncast storage sheds now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's spring, the perfect time to update your home. And right now, during Steinhoffel's Room Design event, you can save 35 to 50% on all the latest styles and trends. And with Steinhoffel's Decorating Solutions, our designers will help make refreshing your home a breeze. Steinhoffel's has the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses, all under one roof. The Room Design event, only at Steinhoffel's and steinhoffels.com.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider.
They do?
Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really. Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
Here you go. Thanks. No problem.
You guys, stop yelling.
Welcome back. It's been a dry April and the fire danger is high for most of the state. Here's a look at the DNR map, which shows most of Wisconsin, including the whole southern part of the state, under a high fire danger. Today, there has been 9 total wildfires, including 3 in Sauk and Columbia counties, that have burned more than 3 acres of land. So far this year in the state, there have been 509 total wildfires that have burned over 1,600 acres of land.
And with the dry weather still here, planting season underway for area farmers. What does it mean for the future of crops? First Warn meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky explains why the dry weather could have a lasting effect.
April showers bring May flowers, but what happens if the April showers never come? Parts of Wisconsin are currently in a moderate drought phase, including right here in the southern part of the state. This could lead to more issues if we don't see showers, and soon. With a lack of rain, we've seen dry conditions, a high pollen count, and most importantly, a lack of lush green vegetation.
Right now it's helping. It's not even May yet, and I don't know about everyone else, but I know lots of farmers are doing really well on their progress. We're at 80%.
Right now, this is good news for farmers like Steve Ziegler, but if this trend continues, it could spell trouble.
Conditions are perfect for planting now, but it's kind of a scary thought having it all on the ground too and no rain.
What do plants need to grow? Well, mainly sunshine and water. With a lack of showers, vegetation has struggled to bloom. Another thing that healthy plants like to do is give off a bit of moisture back into the air. With a decrease in the amount of overall green this spring, our relative humidity has stayed low. Corn sweat is a term you may have heard of, and it's crucial for us in our area to bring the beautiful Wisconsin summers we all know and love. With less overall humidity, rain showers struggle to reach the ground because our air is just too dry. This turns into a problem that feeds off itself. Less rain in the spring turns to less vegetation. That in turn brings less overall humidity, which drops future rain chances.
We would definitely struggle that way by not getting a full crop. This seed could be junk, I suppose, and say it would start raining and towards the end of May. I don't know, maybe we'd have to go replant it all. Worst case scenario.
Now, if this trend continues, that could mean a hot and dry summer for Wisconsin, which could mean trouble for a lot of Wisconsin farmers and many others. Reporting in Dane County, I'm meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky.
And Austin joins us now. Maybe we have to wait till Sunday to maybe get a little rain this weekend, right?
I think so. And did you notice my hair in the back there fluffing up? It was a windy day out there on the farm. But speaking of those winds, they're going to be back here for tomorrow. We are looking at strong winds tomorrow. In fact, today, we're looking at a gorgeous end of our Friday. Now, our temperature change, it's the same as where we were yesterday, especially here and in a lot of our communities. Just a touch cooler for some spots. Wisconsin Dells about 2 degrees warmer than where we were yesterday. So our temperatures are very similar. We're still in those lower 60s, 60 degrees in Monroe, 63 in Mineral Point. Boscobel currently at 64. Camp Douglas right now 61 degrees. Not bad. We've seen warmer days, and tomorrow we are really going to kick up the temperatures. But then afterwards, we are going to cool things back down. The average highs should be around the mid-60s, and we're going to be generally in the lower 60s towards the end of this 10-day forecast. But our rain chances, this is what we're really looking out for. We need to see these rain showers finally starting to move through. We've seen a lot of chances, but as the days got closer, they would really significantly drop off. Now it looks like we're starting to see this pattern holding, especially for late in the day on Sunday and into Monday for our next rain chance. I'll give you more on that in just a moment. But right now, it does also look like we need to see green in our area. This means above average precipitation, and that's exactly what we need right now because we've been so dry. Over this last month, we're about 1.5 inches, nearing 2 inches below average. And in terms of rainfall, that's actually quite a significant amount. Now, our Doppler track is also showing some cloud cover starting to sneak in around Prairie du Chien, Lone Rock, Platteville. That's going to end up continuing throughout the nighttime hours, but we're generally looking at some partly cloudy skies. A lot of it will end up dissipating, but we do have a chance for showers afterwards, especially later on in the day on Sunday. Now you look at our wind speeds, again, very calm, but by the time we reach tomorrow, we actually have wind advisories in effect for the southeastern part of the state, and that does include the Janesville area. That's for those very strong breezes, 15 to 25 miles per hour, possibly gusts up to around 40 or 45. Now also, with strong winds, dry weather, we have a high fire risk, especially for tomorrow between around noon and 8 p.m. So that's going to really cause some concerns, especially if we see a fire start to kick up. That's going to spread very fast with those very strong winds. But our future track showing that next chance for some showers. Notice how late in the day on Sunday, we're going to start to see some showers developing up to our north. That's going to eventually creep farther and farther down south, moving through our area, bringing some showers and even a possibility of a thunderstorm at times. And then afterwards, we have a few more shower chances for the following week. You can see our European model showing still some dry days here and there, but we need some shower activity to actually move through our area. Thursday, another chance here based on this latest model that we're looking at. Weekend forecast looking pretty good. Saturday's high 82 degrees. That's going to be about a 20-degree jump from today with that strong southwesterly breeze. For Sunday, we're looking at a high of 76. Sunshine early. Afternoon, we could see some showers, a possibility of a storm, but a lot of those are actually going to hold off until the later part of the night. Then you look at the 10-day forecast, and we do cool things down. Starting on Monday, the lower to mid-60s do return. Plenty of shower chances as well over these next 10 days, but as we just mentioned, we really need those showers to return.
And coming up in sports, the Packers went defense in round 1, while the 29th overall pick says he can't wait to make an instant impact. That's next on News 3 Now.
3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Star N Bank, we think having choices is important, so you can choose the products that are right for your life. What are you waiting for? Explore the possibilities today at starnbank.com.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
It used to be that when you were healthy, you didn't have to think about healthcare.
You didn't care which doctors invented which treatment.
But now, things are different.
Now when you or someone close to you is sick, that's all you care about.
A doctor with answers. A medical team you can trust.
That treats you like
You're important.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
For those ready to dig in and liven up their lawn and garden, it's time to roll up your sleeves and head to Blaine's Farm and Fleet, where we have everything you need to plant the perfect yard. Like these Fiskars garden tools, half off. Get 10% off all Longfield spring bulbs. All Livingston vegetable and flower seeds are 25% off MSRP. And Estate garden fertilizer is just $19.99. Plus, don't miss great gifts for Mother's Day, like half off women's Alfred Dunner fashion separates.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand. That's why people are taking it everywhere. Taking SUVs like Trailblazer outdoors, confidently taking on new places with Equinox, and taking on more with the most capable Silverado ever. No matter what you do, there's a Chevy that's perfect to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get a $4,400 cash allowance on all 2021 Silverado Crew Cab pickups. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Today's the day to go farther with a partner that provides you innovative solutions for your own personal financial future. Explore the possibilities today at starinbank.com.
Saturday morning, we are learning how Dane County is leading the way in COVID vaccinations. Plus, make room for some sunshine this weekend. Hattie will have your weekend forecast that's coming up on Saturday morning.
What an afternoon it was for Packer fans yesterday. About 2:15, the news broke that the franchise quarterback wants out of Green Bay, and then they had to wait 8.5 hours for the Packers to make a selection in the NFL draft. But the wait might have been worth it. Green Bay grabbed Eric Stokes, 29th overall, and when the Georgia cornerback saw that 920 area code pop up, all he could do was smile.
When Green Bay called me, it was just a big smile, and I'm telling everybody to be quiet and all that stuff, because like they all screaming, they all already excited and all that stuff. It was just a surreal moment. I'm finna learn, like I'm finna come in, do everything that I can do, and just keep improving as a player, because I know for a fact that I really want to help the team win, so I'm gonna do everything in my power to.
Day 2 of the draft is already underway. The Packers have 2 picks today, the 62nd overall and the 92nd overall. And remember, Whitewater's Quinn Miners is projected to hear his name called tonight. He'll be the 7th Warhawk drafted in program history. And speaking of Whitewater, their former coach is on the move. After 6 seasons at Buffalo, where he led the Bulls to 2 bowl wins and was a 2-time Mid-American Conference Coach of the Year, Lance Leipold has been hired to take over a Kansas Jayhawk program that has won 7 Big 12 games in the last 12 years. Leipold won 109 games and 6 D3 national titles in 8 years at Whitewater. Austin?
Well, we're taking one more peek at the forecast here, and tonight, not a bad one at all. Partly cloudy skies, a little bit chilly with a low of 44, but then tomorrow, that's when the heat really kicks up. Saturday's high, 82 degrees. We are going to see some sunshine, a chance of some showers, and a possibility of an afternoon or evening thunderstorm on Sunday as temperatures do cool down for this next week. But hey, we need these rain chances right now. We've been oh so dry, so we could use them.